am living in the jungle in Asia. It's not that good. Asia was okay when you had an air conditioner and a cold beer. It's not very good living under a bush, fighting the ants and mosquitoes. Bloody old mongrel dog. I don't like it. Living like a mongrel dog. Dogless scabies. Shit started way back in 2020. The coronavirus. That virus that started in China. The media locked the hell out. Coronavirus. There's photos of people at airports with masks. There's all sorts of talk, but there was no figures to back it. It was 2000 China. But nobody gave it a serious thought except the media. But what they didn't know at the time, the coronavirus was a different virus. It didn't have a 3-week incubation, it didn't have a 1-week incubation. It came in 2 sections. The first virus was a cold, cough, flu. Most people got over it. The weak and the old, a few died. But really nobody was dying. Nobody took it seriously. But what they didn't understand and what they found out later is that the first couple of coughs and the virus was just planting a seed. This virus wasn't a different virus, as in it didn't become lethal until 5 weeks after you first contacted it. It was a different pattern. So effectively what happened was everybody was getting infected, getting a cough or not getting a cough, getting cured, they thought, and then going about their business. And everybody else was getting contaminated without realising it, with no major effect, a bit of a cold, but 5 weeks later everybody got the second dose, and that's what caused the collapse of our modern world. People really started dying. It was horrific, it was similar to the Black Plague. There were so many dead people in homes and houses, even in the streets, under trees, that the bodies couldn't be collected and disposed of. The medical system totally collapsed within the first 3 days. And the secondary results, this is why I'm where I am now, hiding in the bush, hiding in the jungle. The secondary effect was fear. Fear and suspicion of everybody who was not one of your tribe. People who did not belong in countries, immigrants in countries, were hunted down and killed in a frenzy of murder, similar to what happens in Rwanda, things like that. Anybody who was a bit different was hunted down and killed without reason, without logic. It was just a bloodlust. And that's why I'm here, because I was away from my home country. I was away. Americans, English, foreigners, French, didn't matter too much. Chinese, of course, they were hunted down first and killed. The virus came from China, so they were the ones that were blamed. They were hunted down and killed. Chinese that had lived in Thailand 4 generations, if they still looked Chinese, they were hunted down and killed. No escape. The Westerners, the Falang as they call them, foreigners in Asia, they were hunted down very quickly after the Chinese. Hunted down and killed, some escaped, some got to the airport. Most people got killed before they got to the airport. Dragged from a taxi, dragged from a tuk-tuks, dragged. You wouldn't get in a tuk-tuk, but maybe if you bribed the taxi driver he'd take you. But then he'd just stop halfway and get out and let the others get you. Let the others would kill you. That's what it was. Hatred. Hatred. Fear. Here I am living in the jungle in Asia. It's not that good. Asia was okay when you had an air conditioner and a cold beer. It's not very good living under a bush, fighting the ants and mosquitoes. I'll probably end up getting dengue fever or malaria or bitten by a snake. Or if I just get discovered. I'll get discovered by the locals and dragged out and loved to death. If I'm lucky, worse ways to die. I've seen it. I just got to wait. Here, there is a lot of food in Asia. There is a lot of food around. Yeah, I'm hungry, but I can always go out at night and scavenge some fruit, scavenge some rice that's been put out for the dogs by the locals. I've got a disguise that I wear, but I don't want to go out in full light where people are around. From a distance I'll pass as one of the army of unemployed, hungry, homeless people in Asia who are living rough in the bush for fear of being killed. That's where I am. That's what I'm doing. Waiting. I did think of making my way towards the airport, but it's too far, too many problems. The airport's sealed, I wouldn't get in. I'd be caught before I got there. I was thinking of making my way to a border, crossing to another Asian country, but it's no different. I'm an outsider in this country where fear and hatred. I'm going to get killed one day. I'm going to die from illness. There's nothing much I can do. It's hot. Catch a few fish now and again. Put a couple of set lines in the creek and catch some fish. They don't look too healthy to eat, but they keep me alive. Fish, boiled leaves, vines, certain leaves or bushes, tips off trees. Just pick them, cook them. That's your greens, that's your vitamins. A bit of fish out of the creek, a few shrimp out of a shrimp trap, a little net. Put it in, check it every now and again. That's food. I'm not fat anymore. Things I miss. I watch out. Things I dream about. Very cool. The world is probably too good to keep going the way it was. And what about the virus? I don't see people, so I have no idea what's going on. I don't have a TV. I don't have a phone. I haven't got a radio. But I'm not coming out of hiding until I see some Westerners walking around, and I won't see them. Not where I am. I'm just going to have to live in the bush. Just live in the bush until I get found. Oh well. Just another day. I've got a book here. I'll keep this diary, write things down. I've got a little solar charger for my phone. I can't talk to anybody on the phone, but it's still a phone. I can still record. I can still record until my SIM card fills up. I've been deleting a lot of stuff on my phone that's not really necessary, so I can record a little bit more stuff. If anybody finds this, it'll be interesting. Maybe. Maybe I just pull the card out and chuck it and sell the phone. There doesn't seem to be as many vehicles getting around. I think the fuel has run out or become very scarce. I can tell that by the amount of vehicles getting about, very few. Scooters, small vehicles and government vehicles. The only bigger vehicles I see are government vehicles, army trucks and like the power company or the water company, those vehicles, they're still getting about. I wish I knew what was happening in the rest of the world, but I don't think it's much different. America was in the shit before this happened. Ready for a revolution. I think this would have tipped them over the edge. I don't know. No shooting going on. Everybody's getting killed or just getting killed by pure muscle power. Sharp knives and hard crazy. Don't know what happened to the monks. Don't know what happened to Buddhism. It all sort of went out the window. Filling in time, hiding here during the day. It's the hardest thing. Just thinking about where I can get some more food. Thinking about a cold beer. A real cold bottle of wheat over here. Thinking about steak and egg and chips back in Australia. Thinking about a Big Mac burger with fries, maybe an ice cream. I used to say no to an ice cream because I thought, oh, I'll get fat if I eat that. Jesus, I'll eat 20 ice creams now if I had them. Anyway, that's it. Turning it off. The evening will come soon, cool down a bit. Go and check my traps in the river. Sneak down through the thistles like a bloody old mongrel dog. That's what I'm like, I'm living like a mongrel dog. Dog with scabies. There's another thing I've got to think about. I hope I don't come down with some bloody skin disease. Okay, that's about it. Signing off until tomorrow.